Stop exercising and having all these big protein meals. Yes, you mean good, but you're actually damaging yourself. Right, you should exercise, you should have protein, you should have good food. But when you don't do that at the right time, or you do it too much, yes, like we said, you mean good, but you're doing much more damage to yourself. So there is a way to do it that would be much better for you. And it doesn't matter who you are, of course, each body is different. But if you do this, I could guarantee you that you'll feel much better. Now you just need to adjust it. If we go a few years back, I always thought, work out hard. And I did. I worked out really hard. I went out, I went to do the, probably heard of all these ultra marathons. And I said, no, I'll do one. Even though I never really did a big one. I didn't practice too much, but I was in pretty good shape. I did it, and during the run, as I was running, there was water, inside between the mountains. I ran through the water, shoes wet, all good. I was focused. I'm continuing to run. I'm in good shape. I'm fine. And as I'm running, my feet start hurting me, and then I twist one ankle. It was pretty painful, but I told myself I'll be fine. Why? Because I was in pretty good shape. Now then I continued running and I twist another ankle. I was with a lot of pain, and I told myself, I'm continuing to run, I'll be fine. And by the way, as I'm talking right now, some of you say, wow, he's crazy. And that wasn't good crazy, it was stupid crazy. And for you personally, by the way, that might not be the case. You might be doing too much exercise for what you used to do before. But we'll get to that in a second. I continue the run, and then I get to the end. I can't move. Like, I get to the end of the run, and I was half dead. It was a day and a half run. I couldn't move my body afterwards for such a long time. Going back running, forget about that. It took me at least like a month and a half. And at the beginning, I was like, wait, how can that be? I was in pretty good shape, and this is not supposed to happen. But then I realized, like anything in life and like everything in life, we all need also rest and time to recover. And many times that time to recover is much more important than actual exercise. Of course, if you just recover and don't do the exercise, it won't work. Surprise. And not only exercise, also nutrition. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, I don't know what's your case. Maybe you're doing way too much exercise like I used to do. And maybe you're trying to build for a certain type of race, and then yes, you need to do much more exercise than anyone else. And also if you're an athlete, you also need that rest time. Actually, you need much more than everyone else. But it doesn't matter where are you on the scale. And the same where you are on the scale, okay? Don't compare yourself to anyone else. This is the scale. Where are you? Where are you located? Now, from there, most of the time, if you're not an athlete, do moderate exercise. Don't stretch it all the way to the end, okay? It's not worth it. Yes, from time to time, once a week, and maybe once a month or two, do something that is much more intense than what you used to do. But exercise in a moderate way could be every day. It could be one day walking, one day push-ups, pull-ups, one day you want to do some crunches. By the way, better to do it in each workout, on at least 2 different body parts. So it could be something in your upper body and maybe your chest, and then on your legs. By the way, maybe you're just doing exercise, for your mind, to clear your mind, and then just do whatever you want. I still think it's better you do those 2 different parts each time. But my point is that you should exercise. Exercise is amazing. But number one, understand where are you on the scale? What does that mean? Why are you exercising? What's the point? And then from there, cut back and understand what is the right exercise for you, and don't push it too far, because otherwise you'll do damage. I have a friend that he told me, Yair, I'm going to run, and he was all in like crazy, and he was really consistent every day, but for 1 month. After 1 month, he was never running before. All of a sudden, he had crazy pain. All the athletes have pain eventually, but then we need to learn to recover. He just didn't recover. So do whatever it is that you do, amazing, but do it in a way that is good for you. And really important to remember, have that recovery time. Recovery time is crucial, not only in sports, not only in nutrition, and anything you do in life. And if you want the time that you're active to be in the best quality that there is, you must have good recovery time. And again, recovery time is a different video, and for each person it's different. but remember that. And the same thing goes to nutrition, okay? Nutrition is important. There was a time that I wasn't having any protein or any greens, and I was drinking really bad. When I say drinking bad, it means I wasn't drinking water. I was drinking maybe 2 cups a day, 3 at the most, but no, I think it was 2. And my point is that I was also damaging myself, but I was also damaging myself when I started getting into the whole eating routine of more greens, more water, a little bit more protein, because I was taking it too far. So you need to understand also the meals that you have, each person is different, and if you listen to all the nutrition experts, each one will tell you something different. So you need to understand the 70% everyone agree, and then the 30% people disagree, but everyone agree that that there's gluten that is not good for you, sugar, and whatever processed food that it is. And if you have it, all good. Just don't have it all the time. If it's like, okay, I can't do only like some. If I cut it off totally. Cut it off totally. But if you're a person that you're telling yourself it's too much for me to cut off right now, so just start with reducing. Okay, each person is different with the way they act. Some people, they act better if they just cut it off completely. Some people it's reduced slowly, and then the rest you just listen to your body. For you, maybe having peppers is good. For me, it's not good. So you need to understand what's right for you. But my point is, hi, I hope this video is serving you. I just want to share with you that my belief in life is that you are here to serve a purpose greater than yourself. But in order to do that the best way, you must start with investing in yourself. Enjoy the rest of the video. And this one's really crucial. Your body needs that rest time, okay? Your body needs time to rest. Whether you want it to rest or you don't want to rest because you think it's a waste of time, your body is asking you for that time. So, number 1, sports. Amazing. Exercise. Good. Do it. But don't take it all the way to the edge. And when you do take it to the edge, make sure that you have that same recovery time. So, if now you're doing something really intense, give yourself more recovery time. It's fine, by the way, to do something really intense, but just make sure you give yourself more recovery time. Number 1, in nutrition, try to stop, before you go to sleep, try to stop eating about 3 to 4 hours before. Many of you probably heard of intermittent fasting. Each person takes it to their place that is right for them. Some people stop eating, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they wake up and they want to eat, so they eat again around 7 a.m. Some people stop about, 7 p.m. and eat again around noon. But the main thing is, doesn't matter when you do it. By the way, also if you do it in the afternoon, you stop eating. Also, if you stop at night, better to have a variety of times. So let's say a few days stop at the afternoon, noon, and then a few days stop in the evening. That way your body doesn't get used to something, and then it's much more effective. But going back, the most important is stop at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to sleep. Why? Because you want your body to rest. If you're laying down in bed, it's not that you're necessarily resting. You're laying down in bed and sleeping, but you just ate like a second ago. And because you just ate a minute ago, your body is busy. So it's busy with digesting all the food you just had. So again, stop about 3 hours before. Have rest time, that you really have your body have time to rest. Now, by the way, I hear already someone watching the video and telling himself or herself, but the only time I have to work out is the evening. So you told me also to stop to eat a few hours before. By the way, you don't have to eat right after workout. It's a myth. It's not right. Your body is not taking the food that you just now ate. Okay, so don't worry. It's all good if you don't eat right after. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you don't have different time to work out, only in the evening, all good. Work out in the evening. Better again, not a second before you go to sleep. And I want to believe that you don't work until an hour before you go to sleep and then work out for an hour and go to sleep. If yes, that's a whole different story. And for that, I'll recommend for you to have, a different evening routine. But whatever it is that you do, make sure that, again, you slow down your food about 3 hours before. Exercise, amazing, but not too much. And when you do too much, all good. Enjoy, have fun. Sometimes it's good to challenge yourself, but make sure that you have enough recovery time for after that. Now, another thing that is really important for your body, as you know, is sleep. in order to get a good night's sleep, there are a few things you can do, okay? But number one, it's important to get a good night's sleep. Number two, you also want to fall asleep. Many people don't fall asleep. So you might be from the people that don't fall asleep. You might be from the people that fall asleep, but your sleep is not good quality sleep. What do I mean? You wake up and you're still really tired. So it doesn't matter in which one you are, or you also don't fall asleep and also don't have a good quality sleep. For that, I recommend you to watch the next video. We'll talk about that, give you some good tips in order to fall asleep, good and simple. Until then, shine some more light around your path and also around the path of the people surrounding you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.